So you've at least once dreamt of walking up to a large bag of money, or maybe even a large pile of cash while just working the field, often so much that you could buy your first home or your dream luxury car, you pay some bills and literally get life a bit in control. How did that dream work out? These are 1 in a million odds and sometimes even more rare, except for one lucky plumber who made a life-changing discovery somewhere within the Lakewood Church in Houston. One very early morning, Justin Kelly received a call to attend to a loose toilet pipe within the Lakewood building, and according to him, it was an ordinary day where hustle continued, and he didn't see any signs of a serendipity underway. Yet a few inches of digging revealed what threw him in shock for minutes. Dozen bags of cash and envelopes filled, as well as written checks, drawing together over $600,000 laid bare from within the house walls. Now I know you're definitely wondering what to dig next. So like the video and hit the subscribe button for updates on money making techniques and world talks on smart ways to utilize your little money efficiently every day. So at first Justin panicked, but went straight to the church authorities to report what they had discovered and immediately had the cash taken from his possession. Now speaking of the Lakewood Church, greatly concerns Joel Osteen, who handled the matter from scratch. Turning in almost $1 million, which could have changed everything for him, is what most people consider a mistake. Was the plumber living his best life? Especially since a very meager known percentage of the cash was apportioned to him. Here is the surprising news. Recently, rumors popped up about the money being a great portion of some stolen hole in the church some years back. Evidently, the robbery was committed safely, but the cash was never sneaked out of the church, leaving it in the walls as its hiding place. Now hear this, nobody actually knows what happened to the cash after it was returned. Whether it was invested into a church activity or thrown back into its account still remains a mystery. But during an interview with Justin, he said,
Now to a bizarre story out of Houston where hundreds of thousands of dollars were found in the walls of Joel Osteen's megachurch. A plumber doing work at the church discovered many envelopes full of money in one of the bathroom walls.
But we may not have known if he hadn't called into a local radio talk show this week to talk about the discovery and how it may be tied to the unsolved crime. Rochelle Turner has more.
But I mean, it was just like unbelievable, the things he was telling us that they found in the wall.
Talking about things that you found of value, and we have been blown away.
A caller who recently did some plumbing work at Lakewood Church dropped a bombshell.
There was a loose toilet in the wall, and we removed the tile. Well, they removed the tile. Went to go remove the toilet, and I moved some insulation away, and about 500 envelopes fell out of the wall.
Envelopes full of cash and checks.
I went ahead and contacted the maintenance supervisor that was there, and I went ahead and turned it all in.
let me know whether you think he made a mistake or saw it for a greener day in the comment section of this video, because the same discovery made multiple people rich and opened crazy doors for their families. And the plumber was never seen to have hit a life-changing milestone afterwards. Kinda the same after all this while, which makes most people really believe he indeed made a mistake returning the cash. But this is blessing we are talking about, and it doesn't have to manifest physically before we believe it. And the world itself could use a little act of kindness and generosity and positive energy, because you may have denied yourself a little something but made an unimaginable change in someone else's life, and that is the theme of this video. We're all we got, and so nothing is too small to cause a change. Remember the days when just a smile from somebody you definitely never ever met in your life influenced a great portion of the day's mood? Yep, it happens. So the story never ended there, but progressed to a contractor who stumbled on a wall of money whilst working on an apartment from an estate settlement. Apparently, maintenance was needed on an old estate block bought by Reese, for which he hired a contractor, an old classmate of hers. After discovering over $180,000 buried within the walls, contractor Kate quickly phoned Reese, with whom they counted the stack of cash, even took photos behind their discovery. But the greediness of man kicked in. So by refusing to grant 40% of the total and rather offering 10% to the contractor, the issue ended in court, after which the owner of the estate claimed the cash. Supposedly buried the cash in there in the time of bankruptcy and job losses. In light of this, really tiny fractions was gifted to the two, and worst of all, villains were made out of the two individuals after confessing to wanting to elope with the cash. Hey, no arguments here, the two were stupid, but on the brighter side, a really humongous amount of money got to the rightful owner. It would definitely sound right if either of us were the actual owners of the cash. The universe as we know it runs on some little acts of kindness and fair treatment offered by people even though they might not know you. Something so little but can change your day and entire life is what we should be willing to do to others. Kindly like the video and subscribe to the channel. We have amazing content on how to earn money and how to utilize money most intelligently. And do your best to share the video to a friend and another friend. See you next time.